evening. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my Pilates Online. My name is Sabrina. Welcome to your beginner workout. It's going to be stability ball based, which is always one of my personal favorites. So just with regards to the ball, if you don't have one, don't worry about it. You can modify exercises in a seated position, or just see as we go along. Also, if you do have a ball, you want to make sure you've got the correct size. When you're sitting on your ball, you want to see that more or less you can create a nice 90-degree angle where your hips are in line with your knees and your ankles are stacked under your knees. Okay, and you're ready to go. So let's just sit on those balls, tuck in your tummy. Equally press your weight of your sit bones on the ball, and then let's just begin bouncing. Gentle bounces. I want you to keep your chest lifted. I want you to stretch the neck, creating a nice space between the ears and shoulders, and just lengthen the back of the neck and your crown towards the ceiling. You don't want to feel that you're jolting down every time on your spine. You want to feel that you're actually creating more space and opening up between your vertebrae. Knees are going to be in line with your hips, ankles under those knees. Making sure you've got enough space. For those of you that really don't feel confident in working with the ball, make sure you've got a wall close by that you can use for assistance, that you've got your cushion if you need to. Good. Notice how you're pressing your feet into the mat. Get a nice connection. Making sure your toes are anchored and planted. And then see if it's not too much to start pressing and lifting a little bit higher. And through these bounces, you want to feel that you're not leaning forwards or backwards at all. But you can maintain a 90-degree angle from your seated position here. And keep lifting up nice and tall, up and down, just straight. Good. So whenever we work with stability ball, it's bringing in so much more balance and stability focus to our workout. Hence why we're doing it on week 3 of our beginner program. Before classes, beginner classes that I teach in the month. So we want to really start bringing in that stability and balance factor to what we've been bringing into the workouts and learning as we're going along. Okay, so just slowing down those balances now. And then tucking in the navel, we're going to go into those pelvic tilts. So just drawing in your belly, I want you to round your lower spine, a little tuck, lift pubic bone, and then lift back up into sit bones. Exhale, roll to sit bones. Inhale, up on the sit bones. Notice that I'm not sinking my chest and rounding my upper spine. I'm also not dropping my chin. So you want to keep your spine lifted and just the lower spine tucks and tilts up tall so that you can actually dissociate the movement through your spine that you're creating and just emphasizing movement in your lower spine on these curls and tucks. Each exhale, you want to draw in deeper abdominals, more layers, and just feel that engagement, that activation. Hands at your sides, keeping chest lifted, collarbones open. 3 more, exhale. Up tall. So sticking tailbone out, tucking tailbone in. Sticking out and tucking in. 1 more. Good. Now hold the tuck and create circles. Circular motion just through the hips. So again, you want to keep your chest lifted. You don't want to drop and send the chest down. Isolate that movement through the lower spine as you circle and control. Keep going. Good. Let's do 3 more in that direction. They don't have to be big circles, but they're nice and deep, scooping as you circle around. And now reverse it. So you tuck in your tummy, lengthen that tailbone, roll back out and exhale, scoop in. Keep that chest up and start warming up all those little muscles connecting in the pelvic area and lower base spine. We do 3 more. 1 more. And a few more tilts, warming up. Inhale up, exhale, tuck. Lifting up, don't sink your chest. Come on, keep lifting. Exhale, tilt. We do 3 more. Think of shrinking abdominal cavity, airing out a balloon. Good, and 1 more. Hold your tilt very slowly without letting your feet slip and slide. You gently start placing your vertebrae down on the floor with control as you step. So you're working your abdominals here as you step forward. And then the hips are going to leave the ball and you're going to keep stepping forward until the head and shoulders are on the ball. Not where you're looking back behind you there. Step forward far enough that you can have, your head and shoulder blades on that ball, okay? But you're looking straight up. Now you're going to feel the hips and the weight is hanging off the ball. First of all, your hands should be quite close to the floor so that you can feel safety and landing, okay? But separate to that now, I want you to, if you don't need those hands, just get them cover and really engage your muscles to hold your body weight. I want you to tuck in your navel just as we did those tilts. You're going to draw in your belly, lift your pubic bone up, and then roll those hips to a height where you're in a more level table position and still emphasize lifting the pubic bone a little bit higher than the 2 hip bones. And then release it down. Exhale, scoop and tuck, leave the pubic bone, press up, hold it there. Release. Exhale, tuck and curl, so you're creating length in your lower spine as you lift up. Here we need that glute support, that inner thigh support, and release, breathe in. Exhale, scoop and tuck. Notice where your feet are. Step a bit closer rather than far apart. Lift that pubic bone and release. 2 more. Exhale. Can you keep the pubic bone higher than the 2 hip bones? And release. 1 more with a little twist and challenge. Scoop and lift up. Hold it there. Good. Keep tucking and tilting. We lift 1 heel up off of the mat and lower it down. And change. So holding the stability in the hips, keeping them as high as possible. Balancing and alternating the lift of your heels. 3, 2, 1. And drop both those feet down. Good. You're going to stretch your legs and bend. Stretch the legs and bend. You shouldn't have your head hanging off the ball. Tuck in the tummy. And just find the balance. 3 more. 2, 1. Hold the straight legs. See if you can place more of your spine, your mid and lower back on the ball. And if you feel comfortable to lift your arms up overhead and balance, hang in that position. Taking some deep breaths, otherwise arms at your sides, go wide wherever you feel you need to. And then you're just going to bend your knees and drop your bottom down onto the mat. Very good, very good. Okay. So those of you that are super tight and have a little bit of motor range movement probably feel a bit better to sit up on the cushion. Gives you a little bit more range and height, a little bit easier on the tight hamstrings. So the legs are together, sitting up nice and tall with your spine upright, flat back against an imaginary wall. If you can, stretch your legs fully and completely and flex your feet. Making sure you're lifting the foot up, not just your toes, okay? If you're unable to do this, you're going to do it modified with bent knees in order to keep that spine lifted nice and upright, nice and flat, nice and tall. But you really are trying to work towards getting those legs straight to the place where you can hold the stretch and still have the strength to keep your posture upright the whole time. Okay, so up tall, we inhale to prepare. Exhale, lifting the tall spine up and out of the hips and pelvis. We start hinging forward. We don't collapse the head and hunch the spine. We keep the chest lifted as we reach forward to roll the ball around and then lift back up to starting position. If you can't make it around your feet, don't worry. Go over to the furthest point you can reach. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lifting up and out, we reach, so you have to just reach to where you can over the toes, modify it if you're still getting your 10 out of 10 stretch in the exercise. Inhale, exhale, up and over, out, stretch. And lift. You're going to noticeably warm up through the stretch. Watch that each rep you're circling around, you're going a little bit further. You're stretching a little bit more. Inhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale, exhale. Good. We're going to take it wide from here. So feet are off of your mat. Going into a bit more opening of the hips. Nice and wide. Flex your feet again. If you need to modify bending your knees slightly, that's fine. But watch your knees, they're staying aligned. Inhale. Exhale. Reach, 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 reach. Up and over. Take it all the way around. Up and over. And again, inhale. Up tall. Exhale. Reach, round. Go, go, go. All the way. Round and over. I hope you've got the space. All right, just a smaller V. Inhale, exhale, up and exhale, over. Last one, go for that stretch, come on. Upper and lower body, exhale. And up nice and tall. Good, good, good. From there, if you're sitting on that pillow, you scooch off, get it in position there for when you're laying down. Sitting on your bottom. Grab hold of your ball or what you're using today. If it's really heavy on the neck and shoulders, let it rest on your legs, okay? If you want that extra arm work, you can hold the ball up, but without that shoulder elevation. You've got to draw those shoulders down. So we're getting a nice lat connection. These muscles are working here at the side body to bring those shoulders down and hold them there, okay? So inhale, prepare, we go into that pelvic tuck and tilt. Exhale, tuck the tailbone. Inhale, up onto sit bones. Exhale, tuck and tilt. Inhale, lifting up. Again, exhale. Breathe in, lift it up. Good. Keep moving through those tilts. Inhale, exhale, up nice and tall. Exhale, roll. Just making sure everyone's muted on the microphone. Bobby! Good, good, good. All right, and then the last one, we're going to tuck, tilt, and just hold it there. Draw your navel in nice and deep. We're going to go into little rotations. We're going to bring that ball towards you and little twists. Keep the ball in front of your chest so you know that the rotation is coming from your torso with each exhale twist. Next, you want to check in that your knees are steady and that you're not pushing one knee forward and one knee back so the hips remain level. Let's do 4 more over here. Twist. Switch. 1 more twist. Center it. And you're going to roll down slowly, as slow as you possibly can, all the way down onto the mat. Good, good, good. From here, just position yourself in your squat, and then holding your ball, resting it onto your knees, which are this distance apart as well as your feet, hands onto the ball. I want you to really stabilize your neck, head, and shoulders here. Don't worry about how high you lift in this exercise. Worry more about stabilizing, doing it correctly. So inhale, prepare. With steady neck and shoulders, you lift your chest up, and then inhale down. Exhale, chest lifts up, so you don't want to overstretch the arms and then drop the chin into the chest, right? You want to pull that head back, retract the arms, and use abdominals to lift that chest, and then slowly down. Exhale, up, so that you can feel, okay, I'm doing a chest lift, not using my neck. Staying nice and light, offloaded from the neck, and into the abdominals. If this is too strenuous on your neck, then just lose the ball and do it with your fingers interlaced behind your head. Exhale up into chest lift. Inhale down. Exhale, 3 more. And inhale. Keep the engine running here. Don't collapse and lose your stability. 1 more, hold it here. Tiny pulses higher. Lift that ball up the knees. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower yourself down. Good, good, good. Ball onto the one side of the body. The side of the body that the ball is, put the same hand onto that ball. The other hand, you're going to interlace your hand to the imaginary fingers at the base of your scalp. Okay. Support your head and neck into that weight. Stretch out your right arm on the ball. Take a deep breath in. With stable head, neck, and shoulders, we lift the chest up. We hold that chest lift. Slight little twist for the chest to face the ball and pulse it up for 10, 9. Little mini pulse and reach, keeping your hand on the ball. Reach that ball away from you. 4, 3, 2, 1. Center yourself and lower it down. Good. Lift the ball up over to the other side. Left hand, stretch it, open up the fingertips onto the ball. Other hand at the base of your scalp, hover your elbow, stable neck and shoulders, breathe into prepare. Exhale, use those abdominals, chest comes up, right neck, rotate, small chest rotates to ball. Out we go, 10, 9. Tiny pulses, keep your knees steady. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Center and lower it down. Well done. I hope you felt that fire. Okay. From there, I want you to rest your tabletop legs onto the ball. Okay, in this position. All right, you're going to lift your arms up, open them into T position. Palms are facing up. Bringing the ball right up to the hamstrings and just relaxing those tabletop legs onto the ball. Inhale, we're going to rotate the hips over to the right, keeping the shoulder blades anchored. Exhale, you're going to use your oblique and pull your waistline and spine back to the mat. Inhale, over to the left, we tilt the other direction. Exhale, we pull back. Look at your knees while you twist side to side. They've got to stay together. You don't want one of your knees and thighs lagging back. So that you know you're lifting and tilting the hips equally, keeping shoulder blades anchored. As far as you tilt will be your own here. Exhale, pull back, and that is the obliques. Inhale, over. Knees stay equal length. Shoulder blades remain anchored. Exhale, pull back, press your spine into the mat. Over, breathe in. Rinsing out the spine, keep the knees together. Listen to your body with how far you twist and pull back. You really want to do this one nice and neatly so that you feel the full effect. Inhale, tilt and twist. Exhale, pull back. That is delicious. So delicious. All right, bringing the legs into a straight position. Ball slightly back away from you. We're going to do some pelvic curls. So also famous pelvic curls. Okay. So with the ball, it's a little bit more stability, balance based, right? If it's too much, just do it without the ball. Bend legs, all right? Hands at your side, legs are going to stay straight together on that ball. Just about heels and calves on the ball. Take a deep breath in to prepare, and then tucking your belly in, you're going to tilt the pelvis and start rolling the hips up, leading with the pubic bone, one vertebra at a time. Doesn't matter how high you lift up, it matters that you stay level in your hips. They're both equally heighted, and you're keeping pubic bone higher than the two equally heighted hips. So you're not swaying side to side, and you can keep your legs straight, long, and strong. And then breathe in, holding it there. Exhale, roll down slowly through the spine, one vertebra at a time. All the way, anchor it down. If you've got a pillow that your head's on for this exercise, it's actually better to do it without. Such a different feel through the body and less neck load. So, reaching your arms low, stretch out the back of the neck here, tuck and tilt, and roll those hips up. Hips up nice and high. Point your toes if you can. Squeeze your bum. And then roll down slowly, one bone at a time. All the way to tailbone. Inhale. Exhale. Ribs in, lift up. Inhale, pause. Exhale, roll down. Good. Anchor it down fully. We do one more. Inhale. Slower is always better on these exercises. You want to keep the control. It's more challenging to do it slower. Good. Lift those hips, squeeze the bum. And slowly down. Good, good, good. Should be feeling in the hamstrings. Let's lift one leg up and give a little pull, two tucks, and then change. Exhale, exhale, release. Just to open up that hamstring, pull the leg towards the chest. And give it some relief. So then there's the bent knee pelvic curl variation. It's a little bit more challenging than the straight legs. So if you feel that this was a super duper challenge, then stick with this version. Otherwise, if you'd like to try the beginning of the next step, you can now. So bending your knees. You want to make sure your feet are not slipping on the ball. Okay? Remember, it's more important that you're connecting through your scoop deeply, that you're tilting. More important than how high you're lifting, okay? It doesn't help to lift high and balance, not holding in the right muscles, okay? That can become a lot more strenuous. So hand at your side, stretch out the neck, flatten all those gaps in the mat and spine. Breathe in. Tuck in the tummy, tilt the hips and plant those feet into the ball. You're going to scoop those hips up. Again, don't look high. Roll back down, just feel it out. And again, scoop and tuck, exhale, lift that pubic bone, it's higher than the hips. Roll back down, control. Even if it's tiny little lifts, just there. And down, finding the strength, finding the connection. Exhale, round down, control it, flexing spine, scoop, and unfold. Exhale, tuck. And roll down. Try to keep the ball in the same spot. You don't want to roll the ball away from you. 3 more. Exhale. Last 2. And 1 more. Exhale. Tuck. Hold it. Take a deep breath. And roll it down. Straighten the legs and let's lift into a hamstring pull again. Sometimes you feel you want to get an instant hamstring cramp from that exercise. Very good exercise to build strength in the hamstrings and the glutes. One more. Good. Bring that ball back. Again, you can bring that pillow into assistance for the neck and head. Okay. So now, we are going to grab the ball in between the ankles, cupping the top of the thighs at the back of the knees here. So it's a little modified tabletop, holding the ball in the ankles. Pull your belly in, press your lower back into the mat. And you're going to extend your legs. Exhale, 1. Inhale, bend, release. Lift them up and down. I want you to flex your feet. Stretch out the heels, the Achilles tendon, through flexion of the foot. Don't leave that flexion behind. Exhale, knees and ankles, core and abdominal support. And gently release. Exhale, lift it up. Notice what's happening with your lower back's connection to the mat. You should be able to hold it there. 2 more. Exhale. Squeeze the ball. You're going to get more in the thigh action. 1 more. Squeeze. Hold it there. Straightest legs you've got. Squeeze that ball a little bit more. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bend your knees, grab the ball, release your feet back down. Good, good, good. Well done. In this position, again, resting the ball onto your knees, top of your thighs, hands holding that ball. I want you to bring those shoulders down a bit. Slight depression in the shoulders away from the ears, but actually more of a lat engagement here. Bring the wing bone down, holding there the stability. Press those hands into the ball. Open your fingertips up, and that's going to be an exercise just as it is. Press down. The wing bones and the shoulders, gentle release. And press. Gentle release. Exhale. Depression of the shoulders and release. Exhale down. You don't want to feel like you're jamming them down, but more drawing them down, gliding them down with the proper activation of the muscles doing that job. Good, good, good. Now holding a bit of stability and activation. You're going to pick one leg up to tabletop. You're still going to press into the ball to just hold on to it. Bring that leg up to tabletop. Knee pushing in ball, hands pushing in ball. So we're trying to squish that ball and place it down. Hold it tight. Up, hold it tight. Land it, hold it tight. So at all times, you are squeezing that ball tight through the movement. I want you to imagine that this ball is very heavy. Squeeze and make yourself tense through the movement, nice and tight, nice and strong, as if the ball is a lot heavier than what it is. Lift your knee up onto your hip. Stack it on top of the hip and down. So you're moving from your hip, not your knee. The foot lifts up naturally because the thigh and knee is moving. Squeeze the ball. 4 more. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 1. And release it down. Good, 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 good. Hands on top of that ball. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift the chest up. Inhale back down. Steady neck. Lifting from the chest, not moving the head. Inhale down. 5 more. Exhale. Don't overstretch those arms. Exhale. Again, feel yourself lift up with strength rather than jamming in the lift. 2 more. And 1 more. Up. Hold it there. Pulse the ball up to the top of the knees. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly back down. Hug your ball. Well done, well done. Okie dokie. We're going to move from here into our side. So, because the ball is quite big, holding it between the ankles on the sideline position can be quite a challenge. If you feel that this is too much for you, then just do this exercise without the ball, okay? If you want a little bit more challenge, and try it with the ball, okay? So, laying down onto your side body. If you've got a pillow, you can put it between your arm and your head. If you don't have a pillow, don't worry about it. You don't need a pillow. Palm is facing up. Okay. You're in a straight line. If it is real tough to balance in a straight line, you keep your spine in that straight line and just lift your legs and place them to the front corner of the mat. It's going to make it a little bit easier for you, but still your spine remains in that straight line for the exercise. Stabilize your shoulder, throw it down, tuck it and plug it in. Okay, so you're not hanging it. Staying square on that hip bone, palm facing up. Okay, this hand stabilizes you. If you want to make it more challenging, don't use the hand. Take a deep breath in. Grow your legs longer, flex into your feet a bit, and then exhale, try and lift them up just to hover. Again, it's not important how high you lift. It's important that your hips not rolling back, that you're balancing square on your side, and being able to then pick the legs up and hold it there, secure. Land to nip onto the ground and back up, exhale. You've got to stretch those legs out of the hip sockets. Exhale. Come on, long legs. Good. Hips steady. Inner thigh working on that bottom leg. Steady. Exhale. Let's go 2 more. Lifting up and down. 1 more. Exhale. Lift. And lower it down. Very, very good. Alrighty, release it from there. You're going to lift yourself up. And we're going to try something a little bit different on this side. So up onto your knees, bring the ball right into your hip, and then lay your body over your ball. Okay? Where you're creating a nice arc shape under your ball. Your fingertips shouldn't be far to the mat at all, okay? Stepping your outside leg forward in front of you. Stepping your back bottom leg up behind you. Take it to the back corner of the mat. Back corner, okay? That's it. And your top leg is bent in front of you, okay? You're laying on your side. If you feel that this is already a challenge, stay right here as you are. Rest your neck and head. Take your arm up and over. Grab your wrist and get into a lovely side stretch where you can just hang there and balance and relax. If you feel that you can take it up a slight little niggle notch, you're going to step this front foot to the front corner. So you've got 2 straight legs and you're still on your side. From there, I want you to try bend your knees and lift up, stretch. Bend the knees down, exhale, stretch. Think of when you lift into side bend from mermaid. It's quite an advanced exercise. We're doing it like this on the ball, we make it nice and easy. Relax your neck, exhale, stretch, and inhale, exhale. 1 more, and then we hold the side body position and just stretch. Staying there, find the balance. If you feel confident and lift that arm up and over, hang into that side stretch. Okay, if you want to go a little bit more up and over, that's fine. But if you can balance and maintain control, otherwise a little wall in front of you for a bit of assistance, or your back foot against a wall to help keep you nice and stable. Right, from here, we're going to take a single arm back stroke. If this is too much, you can just bend it down there, all right? Or straighten bottom leg, bend top leg. And just go into a single arm back stroke. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 more. Stretch it wide and full, and bend the knees down, release. Good, good, good. Let's take it onto the other side now. So you're gonna lay onto that side body, placing the ball in between your ankles. Okay? And then placing yourself down nice and straight. Again, pillow up to you. Up to you. Straight body in alignment. If you need to, pick the feet up and take them to the front corner. From shoulder to hip, you are in that straight line. Hand keeping you stable at the top. What's important is the hips staying square, not rolling back and forward. Okay, balance onto your hip. Flexing your feet, stretch your legs. Roll them a bit longer now. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hover them up. Inhale down. Remember, if it's too much of the ball between your ankles, just do the exercise without the ball with your legs together. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lifting. Good. Make sure the shoulder's not doing all the work, drawing down. Exhale, lift up. Good. You still want that hip to roll back and then work too much in the front. You want to squeeze that glute. Keep square with it forward slightly. You go up. Side body, side glute. Balance on that side. Exhale, up. And hover. Notice the difference on your sides. Exhale, up. 2 more. 1 more. Hold. And release it down. Good, 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 good. Bring it round. Lift yourselves up. Up onto knees, bring that ball nice and close to the hips. Up and over those hips, laying to the ball. Front, step your foot up, bend leg in front of you. Back leg straight or to the back corner, up to you, okay? If you need to, just from there, drop into a side stretch. If you can, play with it a little bit, bend and stretch the knees. Exhale, over. Inhale down. Reverse it. Inhale up. Exhale. Open. Inhale. And exhale. Breathe. Otherwise, hold the stretch. This is the fun of the ball. Bringing that stability and balance into the movement. Moving in different ways, in different angles, and challenging ourselves out of the boundaries we used to. Hold that last one. Stretch the legs. Open, release your neck. Grab that wrist, pull a bit more, open tight. Deep inhales into that side body, and then circle back stroke, single arm. Shoulder mobility. Staying on your side, just circling into that arm, shoulder. Good. Breathe, big circles. 3 more. Big circle, breathe in and release it down. Good, good, good. From there, I want you to roll onto your knees and tummy. Prone position. This is quite a fun one. It may not be too comfy on the tummy if you've got any issues around here. but if not, it should be fairly enjoyable for you. So how the exercise looks is I want you to rock your chest up and over that ball. You're going to reach your hands to the mat and then land your toes back, open your knees into a bit of a squat. So you're just swinging forward and backwards. Forward, upper body weight, down, lower body. Okay, so getting that opening of that hips into a bit of a squat position. Okay, it may look a bit different depending on your flexibility. But if you can, land your feet down, open wide knees. And then up just gently. Don't have to go overboard into the upper body. Light on your hands and wrists. Exhale. Good. And just swing roll. It's quite fun. Does it really feel like an exercise? Good. Come on, a few more. Long legs. Find the movement. Find the flow. Find your center and balance in different types of movements. Two more. One more. You're going to hold yourself into that plank position, lifting your legs up. You're going to start kicking into swimming position. Before you do, tuck your pubic bone, tilt it into the mat. Stabilize your shoulders over your wrists. Don't hang your head. And squeezing as you tilt your pubic bone into that ball, you're going to grow your legs nice and long. Squeezing your bum to kick one leg up. Legs are straight. Tuck your tummy in. There's no low back pain. As you squeeze and lift these legs up, you squeeze the bum and keep equal hip weight in your ball. So you don't want to feel that you're swinging side to side. You want to be able to lift your leg up without tilting more weight into one hip bone. Okay, let's go a little bit faster. Small kicks, but more pace. Don't move from the knees, move from the hips. Kick so strong and steady that your hips stay cemented on the ball. Exhale, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale. Tummy in, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest those legs down. Roll back. Hug your ball and breathe for a moment. Good. From there, let's try to find some balance in the prone position. So I want you to tuck your toes and make sure your feet are not sliding, that you steady. Lift your chest up and over the ball. You're going to forward stretch your legs and bend. Stretch and bend. Find your balance. When you stretch your knees and come to this position, should be no wrinkles at the back of your neck. You're nice and aligned, lifting your chest up so you feel upper back activation, muscles working. Press your hands and forearms into the ball as you lift your chest and grow your neck a bit longer. And exhale, bend. Inhale. Think of opening shoulders back. Beautiful posture. So that you're mindful of using upper back. The upper back tends to need to just go that little extra mile. We often think, okay, we're up straight anymore and we're just going overboard. But no, you're not. Keep using your upper back muscles, chest out even more. If you don't think it's out, if you think it's out enough, don't worry. Keep lifting and popping chest out even more. Now hold it there. Hold it there. Little pulses. Keep your hands pressed in the ball. You're lifting your chest, not your chin. Okay? Not the chin at all. You're moving your upper back and your chest as you lift your weight off of the ball. Try and lift your top ribs off of the ball. You shouldn't be feeling any lower back pain. Squeeze your butt. Tuck your pubic bone into the ball. Just to support your lower back if you tend to feel any little niggles. Little pulses. Good. Now, one hand to the forehead as you lift up. 7, 6, 5, 4. Shoulders down, away from your ears. One more. Hold it. Drop the hand, change. Other arm up. Inhale, exhale. Don't drop your chin. Maintain the space between your chin and your chest. Lift, up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand down, lift the chest a bit more, and then bend your knees and drop your chest to hug the ball round into it. Good, take a nice deep breath. Good, 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 good. Lifting yourself up gently, we're going to the kneeling cat stretch. This can be also quite a nice stretch into the shoulders and the arms. So try and keep your hips above your knees as you roll your spine forward. Breathing in nice and tall. You're going to nod your chin, and without your hips going backwards or forwards, you move your spine forwards and down. You can adjust your hand and arm position until you flatten the back fully. Okay? You can even rest your forehead on your ball, or just the front of the forehead on your ball. But you want that level back. You want to find that stretch. You want your hips on top of your knees. Now holding it there, take a deep breath in. Tuck in your navel and start lifting into your lower spine as you tilt your tailbone back down to your heels. Scoop. Pull in the ribs, stretch the spine on the way up, all the way, lift your head to starting position. Breathe in. Roll your shoulders back, nod your chin, and again, roll down. Keeping the hips on top of the knees into that full extension. If it's a bit too deep, then bring the ball closer to you. If you want more stretch, further away. Deep breath in. Scoop in the tummy, pull the pelvic floor, lengthen tailbone, lift and curl one vertebra at a time, all the way upright. Again, breathe in, roll your shoulders back. Nod your chin, exhale. Flatten it all the way. Deep breath in. Exhale, scoop and tuck. Lift it up, 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 up. Good, good, good. From here, still on the knees, we're going to a side stretch. So stretch that arm away from you. Lift the other arm up and over, and without pushing the hips out, let the spine lengthen up and over to stretch into that C-shaped curve. Relax your neck. Take a deep breath into your rib cage. Exhale, use your oblique muscle to lift your spine and stack it back up on top. Let's try again. Stretch that arm. Up and over. Leave the hips behind. Find the separation. Try press both knees into the mat and lift yourself up. One more slightly different. Stretch that arm. Up and over. Leave the hip behind. Reach. Now, just the upper spine, rotate as you drop that hand onto the ball, giving yourself a little twist. And then release it back to your side. Lift yourself back up to starting position. Good, good, good. Just moving into a bit of rotation when you're in that side stretch. Okay, so just small movements, moving what feels good. You want it to be a feel-good stretch. Other side. Okay, lengthen, pardon me, lengthen your arm. Other arm, up and over. Leave your hip behind. Stretch. Ear to shoulder. Equal weight of knees in the mat. Let go. Find how there's quite a deep stretch happening here. I've got these lower back muscles connected to the hip. They can be quite tight. Deep breath in, exhale, lift. And again, stretch it up and over. This is also stretching the ligaments connecting our vertebrae and our spine. Deep breath in, exhale. Let's add rotation on the last one. Stretch the arm up and over. Exhale, rotate. Twisting and then release back to your side and lift yourself up. Good, 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 good. Alrighty. From there, I want you to lift up off of your knees up to a standing position, picking your ball up. Okay. Just standing up nice and tall, rolling your shoulders back 3 times. And after the 3rd roll, you're going to sit back and lift your ball up. All right. 3 pulses. 2, 3, and up to stand. Roll shoulders back. Hold 3. Roll for 2. Roll for 1. Sit back, lift the ball. 3 pulses. 1, 2, 3. Stretch up. Roll the shoulders. Big circles. Full circles. All the way. 1 more. Hinge back. Sit, lift the ball. 3 pulses. 1, 2, 3. 2 more times. Stretch up and roll. Lift shoulders right up to ears, back and down. 1 more. Sit back and pulse. Lifting ball. Stretch up. We go for 1 more round. Inhale, exhale. 1 more circle. Sitting back. Lifting ball. Pulse. 3, 2, 1. Power up to stand. Good. Well done. Pop your ball down onto your mat and take a seat onto your ball again, just as we did in the beginning. All right. From here, I'm going to go into a light bounce again. So bring the feet in, square it off, and then tucking in your navel, stacking your spine nice and high. I feel a side view actually does more justice. So you want to tuck in, tailbone pointing down, tummy in, below navel, pulled in, lift up, lift up, lift up, stack. Grow tall like a puppet on the string. Open your collarbones, use your abdominals to lift your spine up, nice and strong. You don't want to feel that jolting, jamming. And as you bounce up and down, you're not moving forward or backwards. You're holding where you're placing your weight and you're controlling the pulse of the bounce. Good. Open your toes, anchor and connect them. And if you feel you can go to a little bit higher, jump without leaning forward or backwards to help you through the movement. Then go for it. Tuck in, check in, and we go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slow it down. And you're going to lift one leg up, using maintaining balance, otherwise hand assist to walk. 1 foot up, ankle to knee. Lift your spine up, nice and tall. And then exhale, hinge forward at the hips to find your glute stretch. If you need to have a hand assisting to a wall, then just do so. Or to your couch, or table there next to you. Keep your chest lifted in a flat back position. Feel the difference opposed to rounding down and dropping in the glute stretch or flattening out the spine. Nice level, flat back, sticking that tailbone up behind you. Good, and change legs, release, ankle to knee. Lift that spine up and hinge it forward. Chest up, nice and flat, breathe. Good, and let's just do some seated ball roll downs to finish it off, guys. So sit with your feet, knees nice and wide. Hands on the inside of the knees, pressing into knees, knees pressing into hands. Sitting up tall, breathe in. Nod your chin. Follow your chest as you roll down, reaching for your ankles. Grab your ankles and pull your nose towards the ball, keeping the ball steady, and then tucking your belly. Tilt the tailbone down into the ball and restack your spine. Again, inhale. Nod your chin, exhale. Try to keep the ball steady as you roll down. Stretch the spine. Pull the nose to the knees. And tuck, exhale, roll up. All the way up, nice and tall. One more, inhale. Nod the chin. Round it down. Pull. And gentle release, pull the belly in. Tuck, scoop, and stack your spine up nice and tall. Well done, everybody. Excellent stuff. I hope you enjoyed your stability ball workout. And I hope you join me tomorrow again for another one, a little bit more challenging, or for the next one next month. See you soon, guys. Have a good evening.